Hey YouTube, this morning I just want to take a few minutes to show you some stocks that I've owned for quite a long time with gains up to 1,200%. And there's just three of them. I still own them today, but they've been great returns. There'll be great returns in the future. Part of investing is just owning a small number of things, assets or pieces of companies, just like the owner of the companies do. So I wanted to share those with you real quick this morning. Not a long video. First one is Home Depot. Home Depot, I've got 1,017% gain in it since I've owned it, plus dividends, so about 1,200% gain in the investment that I had. VIG, which is a Vanguard index fund, 119%. I've owned this far the least of all this. And then Walmart, I've owned about a 206% gain, plus maybe a third of these dividends came from Walmart, so maybe bump it up and say 306% gain since I've owned that stock. I want to share those with you because people ask about specific investments that I hold, and they want to know, Jeff, what do I invest in? Why do I invest in this? These companies are things that I want to own a piece of long term, that I want to have a part in that company as it goes up and as it grows. And as you can see, the way investments work out, you would imagine, you would have an investment that went up, 5-8% a year, and one went down a little bit and whatever. But in actuality, it ends up that you have 1,000% gain in one investment, and another one a little bit, and then maybe one goes to zero, but the one goes to zero is more than compensated for by the high one, as long as you keep it. Many people would say to sell the stocks that you have a gain in. I think that is kind of a false narrative. If you sell the stocks you have a gain in, your best stocks, you end up with a group of investments that you haven't had a gain in and that are not good investments. And so what I would say is, definitely hold those things that you've made 1,000% of steadily over time, and more look to sell the things maybe you've had 2 or 3 years and they haven't really performed. Sell those and then maybe acquire bigger positions in the things that are returning good assets. Now, Home Depot right now, you probably haven't seen, it's paying about a 2% dividend. It's only valued about 23 price to earnings ratio, which isn't that high even currently. So it's really not a bad thing, to buy on the dip. I think it's about $3.35 per share right now, and so I probably, if it drops below 300, will buy additional shares. I would like to have a little bit more of the stock. Like the video if you want. My goal is to get 100 views, maybe a few likes. I think the last video I got 3 views, which is, I was ecstatic when I had number 3, where random people are at least clicking on my video. So I really appreciate you watching it. Just consider looking at these 3 stocks. I'm not an investment advisor, but this is where I put my own money. I'll talk to you later.